Alright, I tried this once already, but I had to make notes because I was all over the place and it annoyed the piss out of me. Alright, cool. So, today at 12:20, I had my first appointment for testosterone, and it was about a 3.5 hour drive, and my insurance covered the ride, so it was very awkward because there was no talking whatsoever the whole entire way. And there's this really old guy with the big cowboy hat on, and all he told me was I couldn't have food. That's the only thing he said to me the whole time, which was pretty disappointing. But, okay, so I went to my appointment in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it was at a place called Planned Parenthood. And when I went in there, there was a bunch of babies, and I thought I was in the wrong place, but apparently I wasn't, because that's the only place in around here that will do it. Day one was supposed to be my blood work to figure out like my levels and shiz. I don't know, but it was supposed to be my blood work. And I went in, they asked me all these questions about my sex life and my family history and all that jazz. And they didn't actually do my blood work because they were out of those little like tube thingies that they put the blood into. So I had to go back next week to get that done because they had to order stuff, which I don't know why I had to go down there if they didn't have the stuff. They could have just told me like, hey, it ain't gonna happen today, don't waste your trip. Because I woke up at 9, which wasn't really that early, but I didn't sleep till 4, so I like my sleep. Okay, so my first appointment was today at the 16th, and my next appointment will be on the 21st, I think, next Wednesday, to get the actual blood work and the testosterone shot, the first injection, which is really freaking exciting. I started squealing when the nurse told me that, and they were all really awesome. They were all really nice about everything and seemed really accepting and not very judgmental, which was great because I was honestly kind of scared of that. So they gave me these like books of papers. And it's like trans care, gender transition, alright. And it's the hormones, a guide for female to male. And it's like, I'm not kidding, it's a book. It's literally a book. So I have to read all that. And they made me read over this and like the benefits and the risks and side effects and all that jazz. And I had to sign to say I understood that and that I actually wanted this. And they gave me I have to read over this and study, apparently, a transgender health injection guide. It's this, the whole thing is these little papers like that, and I can't even read it because it's so small. But, yeah, so I'm pretty excited because I'm only one of the like first 10 patients they've done, and they said not to be scared, but I'm not, because they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, so they gave me this little chart that says, well, you can't see it. Okay, now you can. That says like the timelines of what would happen, like the effects of the testosterone. 1 to 3 months after starting testosterone is increased sex drive, vaginal dryness, growth of your clitoris, technically 1 to 3 centimeters, increased growth and thickness of hairs in your arm, legs, chest, back, and abdomen, oilier skin, and increased acne, increased muscle mass and upper body strength, redistribution of body fat to a more masculine pattern, more fat around the waist and less around the hips, which is great. Menstrual period stops after 1 to 6 months of being on testosterone. 3 to 6 months after starting testosterone, your voice starts to crack and drops within the first 3 to 6 months. But can take a year to complete the change of the voice. And then 1 year or more after starting testosterone is gradual growth of facial hair. Usually takes 1 to 4 years to reach full growth. And a possible possible, but very likely, male pattern balding, which I'm not too excited about. I mean, I don't want to go bald, like back here. I don't want to be bald. That's going to be great. But, yeah, this whole packet is just full of stuff about how I could die if I keep smoking while taking testosterone. So, that's going to come to a halt. So, yeah. Oh, wow. But I go back next week on Wednesday to get blood work done and my first shot of testosterone, so that's really exciting. And I just made this for myself because I said I would, because I have a horrible memory and I want to remember all of it because I waited so long for this shit. But yeah, that's all. Okay, bye!